President Cyril Ramaphosa introduced what we call the DDM, District Development Model. The District Development Model isho ukuthi national government, provincial government, local government must work together. Angisezwana. Auto President, in the past, abanye bayale. Now we need to work together. That's the district development model. That's why when we are here, we come as national government, ministers, deputy ministers, DGs, in the province, the premier is there, MECs, HODs, the executive mayors are here, and councillors and MMCs, but also the traditional leaders. When I was in KZN and the Eastern Cape, the traditional leaders said, can we also be included? DDM. Marcos, you are included in the DDM. You are part of it. That is it. Because when we work in these areas, amakosi akhona. Angisezwana. So we can't exclude them. So they are part of the district development model because we develop together. In some areas, people said, include the NGOs as well. Angithi zikhona inhlangano zasekhaya, ama-civic associations, and other NGOs. Let's also bring them closer to work with us. So I'm happy that Siphelele, we are working together to do what the President called one plans. Many plans to one plans. One. So we are pulling all these plans together so that we can make an impact when we implement. DDM. So we are happy to be here because we have read good stories about what's happening in Mpumalanga. I was saying this morning, I read a story about what the CPA is doing in this area. In CPA Matza. So I read the story, but they are doing this good work, and so on. So we decided, let's come and see the good work that they are doing, but not only to see. So funa ukuthi lento enhle sibone la siyoyenza kwezinye indawo. Angisezwana. In other words, we want to replicate it in other places. But quite clearly, as they said, their success is not without challenges. So MECs, you have heard, their success is not without challenges. NAT we have heard as national government. Yes, there is progress, but there are challenges. I've noted a lot of the challenges as the speakers were speaking. Roads are not in good order in some areas. Tariffs are high. Challenges of veterinary services. The dumping problem with cheaper goods from other countries are affecting us. So we have looked at all these things because we need to see how we can address them. Challenges of funding, challenges of access to land, and we pick up these problems everywhere we go. People are saying, yes, government, you have given us land, but in some areas the problem of water. in some areas they have a problem of electricity. I was very happy when we went to the other area now where they have their own hydro producing electricity, but still they need ESCOM, but they can only produce 50%. So it means in Dabaye, ESCOM to provide reliable electricity is very important to make people succeed in what they do. Now we know that farming is very important. I was saying this morning, without farming, there is no life. When you wake up, you must have breakfast, you must have tea and bacon and egg. Now we just came from the farm, we had lunch. Others were having chicken and beef and potatoes. It's all farming. It's all farming. So if farming is a very important activity because it produces food. Any country that can't produce food for itself can't survive. Even people who live in deserts today, they can produce food inside close containers and so on. But you know, they can still produce something. Tina, we are very lucky. South Africa has got good temperatures. Like Mpumalanga, the land of the rising sun. There's water. You have the sun. You know, I'm told the sun starts here before you figure make a goal in it. So you have the sun, you have water, the roads, Premier MCs, work with us. Let's work together to get the roads fixed. Let's work together. In fact, I think the Minister of Transport comes from here, if I'm not wrong. Live Pumalanga. Mtwana wa laika. So ningakhala kanjani ngendlela. Mtwana wenu wakhona. Let's fix the roads so that the farmers can be able to move their produce to the markets. Because uma silima siyadla siyathengisa. Angithi siyadla siyathengisa. Because we don't produce to eat everything. Some of what we produce must be exported. Your bananas, amanichi, batayahamba, Europe. So we are quite pleased about what is happening in Mpumalanga, and I want to say you have our support. Amakoswetu, I did say Mzoguya because I think it's important that we must engage with you. We will take more time because we also have to engage communities and our structures and so on. So Sizoguya, but I think it's important that we attest a lot of importance to the question of land. I was actually looking at the issue of land. Now in 1955, when the Freedom Charter was adopted, those who came before us said the following: the land shall be shared among those who work it. That's what they said in 1955. Restrictions of land ownership on a racial basis shall be ended, and all the land redistributed amongst those who work it to banish famine and land hunger. 1955. Sisayihamba le ndlela. But it means we must walk it faster. We must now walk it faster. Because without land, there is no progress. People must have access to land, but we don't give them land and then we disappear. Grants. A grant we give to a community, they form a CPA, and the government is gone. No, the government must stay there and understand what needs to be done, because people need support on many other things. And when I was looking at the Freedom Charter here, it says also that the state shall help the peasants with implements, seeds, tractors, and dams to save the soil and assist the tillers. Seeds, tractors, so that these people must till the land. You don't get the land in your it's to till the land, to produce food, banish hunger, but also export the products. Sho kanjani Freedom Charter. Manje angazi ke DM Squatch nawo amatrekere ozowanikeza abantu nama-seeds. Don't know. But when we were at Matsang, they said they got the grant, they bought tractors. So we have So the Department of Agriculture must run with this. We will support you. Where we need, well, these days we don't talk about peasants. We talk about farming communities, but who can fit that definition of peasants. So our forebears said the state must assist. So our land distribution program is not just about Nangumhla, it's also about how do we work the land. I do like into joint ventures with those who owned the farm before, but the joint venture must be beneficial to the communities, not to the leaders of the CPA, to the people. Abona mangifika lapha ngibona bahlela bogogo nabodala lapha basibhekile. And I said to them, this is for you. It must mean that. It must mean that. It can't be that it's no chairman, it's no secretary, it's no association, but the people don't benefit. Because the Freedom Charter said they must benefit. Now we must run these associations on their behalf. Umhlaba wabo, they must benefit from this land. So we support you. Where you have joint ventures, it's fine, but we must think ahead beyond the joint ventures. How are we going to continue to grow in such a figure like let's cut, we can own 100%. So we must see joint venture as a journey where we will reach a time where these communities own 100%. Into engithanda kakhulu ukuthi kune training ama skills. Let's give people skills. It's not difficult to drive a tractor. I did it this morning. Somebody was complaining that I don't have a license. But yeah. Few minutes of training, it moved. Let's train people to operate these machines, the tractors, anything else, because uma sibatrain abantu sibanikeza umhlaba sibasupporta, Deputy Minister Skwatsha, they will produce the food. They will banish hunger, but they'll produce enough to support others. So export it. Export to other places, export to neighboring countries and overseas. So we are happy at least Minister Zgalal mountain ama banana laphe ulweth waboni lo thabuya waboni aswaboni we're moving there no Minister Zgalal I said you are born asugana. So you here are supplying us with food lejobe. That's not my banana teenagejobe. So it means habuya. So we are happy to be in Mpumalanga today to see the good work that you are doing, but we are here mainly to support you. President, I must go all over the country to make sure that the land redistribution program and restitution is working. So that where there are loopholes, we intervene, working with yourselves. National government won't make miracles, but if we work with you, this will solve the problem. So we have written all the challenges. Deputy Minister Skwatsha, as our champion, will coordinate. He'll work with us. Mayor, Premier and MECs, so that this thing is an ongoing thing. It must not be just a visit. I know somebody was complaining with Nilungisindlela Maguna. Yeah, when national government is coming, there's a project somewhere, someone said to me, ungabambizeli lapha babendizo. I need to say that, please, Coach. So the Deputy President, can we just pay quickly? No, pay all the time. So we must make sure that people must not think that we don't care. With the indlela as long as but national government is coming, then you grade quickly. No, always. Of course, we don't have all the money to make sure that things will be 100% every day, but let's try to put things in place as much as we can. So, Sizobuye Mpumalanga, because we have to come back. I said 3 days, Minister Zgalala, but you know 5. Let me see, 5 days. So we will come back because we want to give all sectors enough time. I'm sure Amakosi won't want me to come here and spend an hour now. I'm sure you need half a day. The whole day. The whole day. The 5 days we are. But I think it's important that when we come, by the time we leave, nobody must say, everybody must say they arrived, we engaged, we discussed, we came with solutions, we are implementing, and then we are going to monitor implementation. Implementation must always be monitored. Siya implementa, siya hamba, akuna monitoring. So there must be ongoing monitoring. That's why I've also come with a big team from my office so that they can follow up. Even before Sezala, the team came, so bazobuya food, because we need to monitor implementation. But thank you very much for receiving us. This trip was really to see and then to hear. So we have seen, we have heard. Our eyes are wide open. And we will live here more cleverer on how to implement land redistribution. Because others must learn from you. Halala Mpumalanga halala. Halala Mpumalanga halala. Continue to lead the way. You now know where the weaknesses are. Fine-tune them, because you, Mpumalanga, will be the shining example of the country. So every time Master Ngap says, do it like Mpumalanga. You have seen how they are doing it. So, Kokelani Premier. Kokelani, you are leading, and till now we are there to support you. This land redistribution program or restitution must succeed. It must succeed. Ingeko bento bathi sikhuluma ema-conferencing all the time, but ayikho on the ground. Because abantu bafuna umhlaba, because they want to banish hunger. They want to create employment for their communities. They want to benefit. The leadership in all the associations lead to benefit the people. You will have our support. Siyabonga kakhulu. Thank you very much for allowing us to spend time with you. We shall come back. Long live Mpumalanga, long live Ibambe. Thank you very much.